The fishing vessel ROZAFA 15, owned by Albanian businessman Gjergj Luca, was intercepted by Maltese authorities in 2022 with more than 600 bluefin tuna illegally caught in Maltese territorial waters, with an estimated market value of around €600,000. In 2022, the fishing vessel ROZAFA 15, part of the ROZAFA fleet registered in Albania and owned by oligarch Gjergj Luca, was caught fishing illegally in the territorial waters of Malta. The incident was made public by Maltese state broadcaster TVM News, but was never acknowledged by Albanian institutions. According to TVM News, ROZAFA 15 was reported by a Maltese fisherman operating in the area, who alerted the authorities that the Albanian vessel was catching bluefin tuna in a zone closed to foreign vessels. The position was about 25 nautical miles from the southwestern coast of the Maltese Islands, within Malta's territorial waters, where tuna fishing licenses are issued only to vessels registered in the country. Following the alert, Malta's Fisheries Department ordered patrol units to pursue the Albanian vessel. When ROZAFA 15 was stopped, inspectors found it accompanied by 2 auxiliary boats. On board, they discovered more than 600 large bluefin tuna, Thunus thinus, alive, kept in a 50-meter metal cage submerged in seawater. Based on 2022 market data, a live bluefin tuna caught in the Mediterranean could sell for between €800 and €1,500 per unit on European markets, and much higher for Asian export. Using a conservative average of €1,000 per unit, the value of the ROZAFA 15 catch reached approximately €600,000. The vessel's captain, Andon Nako, initially denied the accusations, claiming the fish had been caught outside Malta's jurisdiction. However, after the Fisheries Department ordered the vessel to dock at Marsa Deepwater Quay for a full inspection, he admitted in an interview with TVM News, "Saig, we made a mistake. We entered a bit into Maltese territorial waters, around 25 miles, and now we decided to release the fish." Reaction from the Maltese authorities. Parliamentary Secretary for Fisheries, Alicia Bugeja Said, told TVM News, "Thoughtful, the government is committed to ensuring the necessary controls to protect fish stocks and to guarantee that the fisheries sector operate." EU tuna fishing regulations are set by the International Commission for the Conservation of Atlantic Tunas, ICCAT, and reinforced by European legislation. Malta, as an EU member state, has strict quotas for tuna catches, allocated only to locally registered and licensed vessels. Fishing in territorial waters without a license is a violation that can lead to confiscation of the catch, heavy financial penalties, and seizure of the vessel in cases of repeat offenses. In the case of ROZAFA 15, entering 25 miles into Maltese territorial waters and taking such a massive haul constituted a breach of the provision against exploitation of another state's natural resources without authorization. This was not a technical error by a captain, but a deliberate act, illustrating how Gjergj Luca conducts his business, a trafficker and oligarch who has built his wealth by plundering marine resources and public land, using the Albanian flag as cover for international violations, and then returning to Albania as if nothing happened. In Malta, he was forced to comply with the law. In Albania, he is rewarded with public land and access to strategic ports. This contrast is no coincidence. It is the direct result of the political protection Luca enjoys from Prime Minister Edi Rama. This is a message the European Union should read clearly. There can be no EU integration when the Prime Minister publicly shields individuals caught red-handed breaking the laws of an EU member state. Gjergj Luca, a simple question. Does Edi Rama know this story, or does it fall into the small matters not worth mentioning?